Hello Mercedes fans. Today I'll show you how to replace the ashtray light bulb. So the ashtray light is located right about there, and so I went to the local store and I picked up this Sylvania Long Life 2721 light bulb. Somewhere in the forums it says it's a 2723. I couldn't find what the difference is, but when I pulled my burnt light, it said it's 12 volts and it's about 1.2 watts. So looking at this one is you can see, if I can zoom, so this light bulb is 13.5 volts and it's 1.2 watts. So I'll try and do it with one hand. So in order to get to that light bulb, first we need to remove this plate, and to start with we need to remove this little piece. Okay, so that comes off. Notice the orientation, because the two big tabs go in the front and two smaller tabs go in the back, and you'll have to replace it in the same orientation when you're done. Okay, now just grab this plate and I use the tool, but usually goes when you do with two hands. Okay, now just move it back. And to remove this tray, you need to remove the upper tray first. Now to remove the upper tray, if you have to look on the bottom here. There are two little screws that you need to remove. There's one on this side and one is on that side. I already done it because when I was looking what's wrong with my light bulb. So when you do that, now you should be able, where is it? You should be able to pull this tray out. Okay, so this tray comes out, and you can see this is where the screws go. Okay, that comes out. Okay, now next you need to remove the little tray on the bottom, and that comes out pretty easy. Same thing, notice the orientation, because this tray goes in only one way, and you see these tabs on the side, they sit in a little pockets on the side. Okay, now that you've removed that, you'll see on the bottom, somewhere down here, you should have two screws holding this ashtray in place. And like I said, I already pulled them out, so you're gonna need a screwdriver, like a short screwdriver. Reach in and just remove those two screws. Okay, now that you're done, this piece comes out real easy. And in order to remove, like I said, I need to put the shifter in the drive position. So for that, just turn the key halfway and you can put this back and just shift it into drive, and you can pull this tray out. Just put this back into park and remove the key. Okay, now for the ease of installation, I will unplug that, so then I can go out on the bench. To unplug, you can see the plug. You just need to pull the top piece out. Come on. Okay. Okay, just wiggle it, and the ashtray now is free. Now, to gain access to the light bulb, you need to remove this, the actual ashtray. So for that, pull back on this, this piece slides out, and you put it aside. And now you can see right there, this is where the light bulb sits. And it's a little socket. You can try and insert the light bulb through this opening, but I found that it's very tight and my fingers don't fit, and you might need to use like some kind of tool to insert. The easiest way, you can remove that socket back. So there's a hole in the back, so you can remove that socket and then install the light and install the socket back. So in order to remove the socket, you'll see there's like a little tab. So just reach in and just push on it slightly, and the light just will fall out. Now we need to close it, and on the other side, helps if you close it. That's your socket, and these are the tabs that I was talking about. So now I'm just gonna get the light bulb, and okay, so I got the light bulb, and that thing just goes in, push it in, it's installed. Now I found that easier way to install is when you have your ashtray closed. So close it. Notice the orientation. This socket goes only one way. You see the little tabs on the side? So there's just one orientation that this socket will fit in. And just reach in. Let's see if I put it right. Need to make sure that it sits. And of course I installed it wrong. So I need to turn it 90 degrees. Okay, get out. So the bulb goes like so then. Okay, let's see. Okay, to make sure that your light bulb is installed correct, you'll see on this side there's two tabs on the socket, and the housing itself has a little tab on the side over here. It's hard to see because my lighting is not as good. Let me see if I can bring a light. Okay, so you can see the tab on the side and the two little tabs on the socket itself, and that's how that socket will fit in and it will click in. So assembly in reverse order, and before we assemble, I'm just going to make sure that the light works. So I'm going to plug this harness back in. Okay, open the ashtray and turn on my my lights, and you can see that the light bulb is working. Okay, so now I can put everything back. So to put the ashtray in reverse, we need to shift it. Okay, then I'm gonna put the ashtray in. Okay, so that's how it sits. Now that piece goes back, and check, because there are some rails on the back that, oh, hold on, because I need to turn this off. Okay, so back, you'll see there are two rails on each end of this tray, and that rail is supposed to fit on a piece in here. So I'm gonna need two hands to do that. So when you slide it, it has to fit on top of this piece, just to slide it in, otherwise it's not gonna fit in. So now just need to install one screw here on the side, one screw on this side, the screw, and two screws on top, and I'll need two hands to do that. So after, I'll turn off the video, and then I'll when I'm done, I'll turn it on again. So these two screws on the bottom, they're quite difficult to install, so you're gonna need some patience, and like I said, you're gonna need a short screwdriver and a lot of patience until you get them in the right place. So thanks God I got them in place. So the tray is fastened. Now I'm just gonna install this tray back. I'm gonna put, and you see these are the little black screws, they go up here. That's one. And the second screw. Okay, so that all in. Now we need to put this tray back in, and like I said, I need to remember the orientation, and I didn't, so I'll have to try see which way it goes easier. So I think if you look at it, there's a little bit of a taper on the side. Oops. So the taper on the side, and this tab is offset to the front. So I think that's the right way to install it. Yeah, looks like. Okay, now just I pull the two connectors off because I think it helps if you do that. Pull it to the side. So now you put this in. I put the camera. Okay, now we just plug back. Should be. Okay, plug the switches, make sure none of the switches is loose. Put the wires around. and slide this piece in and click it in. Okay, and the last piece we're gonna put, like I said, the two big tabs on the front and the smaller ones in the back. So they should click in, and I think that's it. That was how to replace the ashtray light. Well, let's see. We'll put the actual ashtray back in. Again, need to shift this thing back, click it in, and close, open. Well, thanks for watching, guys.